1960 Nash Metropolitan here at Unique Specialty and Classics. Let's take a look at this guy. 1.5 liter inline 4-cylinder underneath the hood that's paired up with a manual transmission, 3-speed. Let's take a look at the chrome and headlight surrounds. The grill, of course, the Metropolitan logo on that grill. Now real quick, still pictures. I'll tell you where to check those out, then I'm going to get into some details on this thing. Still pictures can be seen at uniqueclassiccars.com. If you're watching this video on YouTube, click on the link down below the video in the description. That's going to take you to our website. Of course, you can also call us, 507-386-1726, and please do with any questions you may have. Now, as far as the paint, it's black. I mean, there's a spot here or there where you're going to see touch-ups, imperfections. Is the paint perfect? No. Does it still have a nice shine to it? Absolutely. A few notes from the technician that looked at this car. We're going to start it up, let you hear it run. Jason's going to take it for a drive, show you how it goes down the road. Technician did state it was a little bit cold-blooded. I've started it up, had it run a little bit, and again, we will show you that, let you take a peek underneath the hood. We're representing this as more of a running, driving project. There are some things that are going to need some TLC before you take it on any sort of distance trip, let's put it that way. Before you put quite a few miles on it or going to take it on a longer trip, it's going to need some TLC. All right, first of all, riding on white wall radial tires, and they are getting up there in age. Does have the Metropolitan center cap and beauty rings, though, as you can see. Let's take a look down this passenger side area that would probably want some attention. Well, TLC is the underside, and you'll be able to see the underside pictures in with the still pics, but it is noted that there are some patched areas underneath. Also the undercarriage could use some attention, as well as showing some rot underneath there. So take a look at the underside pics, and again, those can be seen at uniqueclassiccars.com. Brakes were noted at 95% in the front and rear though, and it does brake straight. Few things that are going to go with this: the rubber gaskets that'll go along with. There is a car cover, a little booster seat pad, also the manual, shop manual, and then the license plate frame. So I'll put those back in the trunk, and that will go along with the car. Take a look at the chrome in the rear bumper. If you're a fan of the Nash brand, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You never know what you'll see come through here at Unique Classic Cars. We get these in from time to time. You never know what model you might see. Videos are uploaded daily, and when these videos are uploaded, the vehicles in them are available to purchase, and that can be done online or right off our showroom floor. And again, up and down the driver's side, you can see the paint has a nice shine to it. Got a decent look. Let's take a look at this interior and we'll fire it up. Good look at the door panel. Seating surface doesn't really look like it's full of any major rips, tears, or holes. Little spot up here showing its age, and there is actually a rear seat in here. You'll be able to see that in the still pictures, of course. There is a battery disconnect under the rear seat also. Make you aware of that. Stock looking dash. I did not get the radio to fire up. Odometer reads Lewis 50,522. I can't confirm or deny if that's actual miles or not, just due to the fact once this car is a certain age, it's marked exempt on the title. Alright, so starting procedure. Turn the key to the right, and this is a pull start right here. You're going to pump it just a little bit to fire up. Like I said, I did have it running a little bit ago, warmed it up a tad. Technician did note that it is a little cold-blooded, so the light you see coming on and off when it's at a real low idle, it's not charging. Speed it up a little bit, starts charging. So that's what that light is. You can see the low oil pressure light is not on. All right, I think we're warmed up here, so make sure we're neutral. Visor's intact, headliner there. Get an idea how it sounds. Inline 4-cylinder, humming away. Slip up to the front. Get this hood open. Let you check out the engine bay, and then like I said, Jason will take it for a quick drive, kind of show you how it dries out now. But before you're doing any sort of long distance traveling, anything like that, and then stay to a car show too far away, you're gonna want to have some things gone through. Underside of the hood and engine bay. There it is. We're single carb over here, an intake, exhaust manifold. Like newer plugs. Clean engine. If you want to do any sort of decoding or see any of the trim and paint numbers, body number, chassis number, any of that, you'll be able to see that in the still pictures. And once again, those still pictures can be seen at uniqueclassiccars.com. Number to call, 507-386-1726. 1960 Nash Metropolitan, representing it as a running driving project. Remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation, and this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email.
Hey, it's George from Motorhood Podcast at Unique Classic Cars.
Hey, and this is Jeremy, and we're here to tell you where you can find our podcast. So first off, on all the Audible platforms, including Spotify, iHeart, etc., and also right here on the YouTube channel where you can find all of our episodes,
as well as the rest of our shenanigans.
A few other fun things that we'll do.
And when in doubt,
gas it.
Welcome to Motorhood.
Today we're driving a 1960 Nash Metropolitan. This is a 3-on-the-tree manual transmission. It's one of the smoothest running Nash Metropolitans I think I've been in. Very small, very easy to park car. However, I'm 6'1" and I fit in this car just fine, even being a manual transmission. Plenty of headroom, easy to steer. You hear how smooth it runs? It rides that nice down the highway as well. Our speedometer's working. It says we're doing about 40 miles an hour. It feels pretty close to right. Not a bad looking car. Black and white. How many of these do you see? I don't see very many. Now the heater is blowing some heat even though it is warm outside. That's one thing that may need a little bit of attention. But turn the key, pull the starter, she starts right up. Even the interior looks quite nice. Of course, bench seat in front and back. Not a high-speed car, but it was never meant to be. Great little commuter back in its day. I bet it got some of the best miles per gallon you could get. Our fuel gauge is showing 3/4 of a tank. That and the speedometer would be the totality of the gauges. The radio does not come on when I try it. Something else might need a little attention. It leans a little in the corners, as you might expect, from such a narrow car. But it's a gentle ride. It's a very nice ride. And like I was saying, easy to shift. cruise along happily, take a look at all the pictures of this 1960 Nash Metropolitan at uniqueclassiccars.com.